I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I always be right.
Alright y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a video. I know I have not been here in a long time. But my schedule is pretty hectic now that I have a new baby. Yeah, so I've been trying to find different ways to balance everything, if that makes sense. I don't know. But we're going to get back to the topic of what this video is pretty much about. This video is about my reading experience. All right, so let's jump right in. I've had more than one reading before. A lot of people like to think of readings as something demonic or something that's just so horrible. And I can understand that because a lot of us are conditioned to thinking that. It's called, what's it called? I can't think of the word. But yeah, that's not what it is. And if you pay attention to movies and shows and stuff like that, when it comes to readings, they are pretty dramatic. So a lot of times when people think of readings, they think like the person's going to tell them that they're going to die tomorrow. They have 7 days to live or something dramatic like that. And that's not what it is. I will say this. Be careful who you get a reading from. Do your research. If you know me, you've been following my channel, you know that I am the review queen. I'm going to review anything: food, clothes, earrings, hairdresser, tattoo shop, whatever it is, lotion, soap, whatever it is. I'm going to look at a review before purchasing. And I do the same thing with things like that. So that's step number one. I was very careful of who I got my reading from. The person that gave me my first reading, I did not know her from a can of paint. We did not know anything about each other. I went to her business Facebook page and I looked at her reviews, and with so many people on there who just said that, damn, you know, she read my life as if we knew each other and we don't know anything from each other, or everything that she said motivated me, that, you know, stuff like that. You have to find somebody who is passionate about what they do and their heart is really in it and they know what the fuck they talking about, first and foremost. All right, so I was nervous and I pretty much contemplated on it for weeks because I was like, do I really want to spend my money on something like this? Like, how do I know what she's going to tell me? You know, you don't know what they're going to tell you, but that was my train of thought. I'm trying to figure out, should I do this? And then I go to the website and I put in my information. I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. So another week go by. So finally, boom, I did it. And it was beautiful. It was a very beautiful experience. You're going to hear kids hollering in the background. That's my kids. They eating their snack, watching TV. Don't pay them no mind, okay? Because I'm not. They chilling. They good. So I did book her, and her form of delivery was, no, you know what? At the time, that my first reading from her was over the phone. She switched stuff up now, but she still does it. This was like 2019 or 18. I think it was, yeah, 2019 when I got my first reading. So it was over the phone. So, you know, I'm super nervous. So she just started asking me a few questions. Usually they'll go by your birthday, time of birth, place of birth, you know, certain details about yourself. And she pretty much just read my life to me. It was nothing bad. It's pretty much just confirmation, guidance, stuff like that. So it's really nothing negative to it. And the thing about readings is they're not permanent. They can change at any moment. It's just pretty much based off of what's going on in your life right now. And it's based off of how you're feeling right now. Just, you know, it's based off of the now. So next week or next month, depending on whatever changes you have going on in your life, if you go get another reading, it could be pointed in a different direction. You know, nothing is permanent. So she pretty much just told me, I don't remember what I was going through at that time, or, you know, what it was that made me want to get a reading. I don't really know. I forgot. But I know it was a good experience. And I did get another one. I got another one from her. And I also got another one from another young lady as well. But still, I looked at the review. And the second form of delivery was a recording, which I like that because, you know, a lot of times on a phone call, you're not going to remember every detail. When you get it through an email, whether somebody typed it up or whether they recorded themselves giving the reading, you can always go back and listen to it. But I think overall, I've gotten like 3 different readings, 2 from her, 1 from another one. Sometimes they can be a bit pricey, but like I say, I think it's well worth it. And people have come to me and asked me, you know, because I've made a post on my social media about a reading, and they asked me who I went to and, you know, what made me do it, how was my experience, because they've been wanting to do it and they're nervous, whatever. Same thing I was feeling. And I let them know, and then they ask who I go to. I redirect them to who I went. And they actually go forward with it, and they come back and tell me that they love the experience, and they think, you know, their friends on Facebook, or they're getting multiple readings. Because a lot of times we do need confirmation. And yes, I do pray. And some people feel like that's all that they need is to pray to God or something like that. And, you know, that's good for you and all, but I do pray. But some people need a little bit more, or just want a little bit more, you know, to hear an actual voice guide them. And it's no different from you know how people they'll go to their pastor or something like that for guidance, just to have somebody to talk to and just to give them advice on what to do in life when they're feeling stuck and they need some kind of guidance. It's the same thing. And I wish people would not judge people who decides to go that route and get a reading, because it ain't none of your business. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. You feel me? And that's just how I feel, because I promise you I don't give a fuck about anybody and how they feel about me getting readings, because I'm going to get one whenever I feel need to, because it's my money and my time. Respectfully. And I only say it like that because people are just, I'm not a judgmental person, but people are very judgmental and don't know how to mind their business. It's like, what's for you is for you. What's not for you is not for you. Keep it pushing and just leave it alone. You don't have to comment on every single thing. And that's my biggest thing. But I ended up talking to some friends who I never even knew was into stuff like that, and they've gotten readings. So then we started talking about that. I've not run into not one person who has had a bad experience when it comes to getting readings, unless they got scammed. You do have scammers out there, and it's just the same way as the same thing as looking for a therapist. When you get a therapist, you're not going to keep bouncing around
To this therapist, to that 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 therapist.
You feel me? You're going to find you a therapist. You're going to make sure that you like the energy and the vibe and you're comfortable talking to this person, and you're going to stay there. Y'all going to build a relationship. It's the same thing. So when you find somebody, when you find a great reader, stick with that person. I will say I do recommend getting a backup, so have 2. And that's because sometimes they can get booked up, you know, and things like that. So you always want somebody to fall back on. They can get sick or whatever the case may be. So I do recommend at least having 2 of them. But just look into them, read their reviews, and don't fall for these places. They have like numbers you can call where you can just get a reading, but every time you call, you're going to get a new person. I wouldn't recommend that. You don't want to just get anybody to read you and welcome just anybody into your spiritual realm. You don't want to do that. It can be very dangerous because spirituality is nothing to play with. So you want to make sure the person that you're getting to read you, their heart is in it. Their intentions are pure. You feel me? Am I making sense here? I feel like that's pretty much it. Like, if y'all have any more questions regarding readings, let me know. But I will say this, nothing was scary about it at all. Well, no. Let me back it up. Your initial emotions. Oh. Okay. Your initial emotions are maybe a little scary because you're nervous, because you're doing something new. And that's very, very normal. Only do it if you feel led to do it. Sometimes you really just have to take that jump off the bridge. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying? Take that leap of faith. I shouldn't have said jump off the bridge. That was a bad example. Just take the leap of faith. We're going to stick with that. So you just want to, just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, believe in your actions. Be careful who you book. Build a relationship with them and go forth. Now, if you already got a reading, feel free to comment below and let me know how your experience was. If you're nervous, let me know, how. I'm not here to talk anybody into doing anything. That's not what I'm here for. All I'm doing is just speaking on my experience, how it worked for me and how it made me feel, and that, I will continue to get readings because that's just something that I do enjoy getting. I don't get it very often. It's been months since I've had my last reading. Some people get them monthly. Some people get them every other month. It's just, whatever you need and whatever works for you. I hope this video served you well. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Later.